Seatbelt and harness net policy. It is the policy of our company and a condition of employment that all employees who operate or ride in company vehicles wear properly fastened and adjusted seatbelts, shoulder harnesses, and other similar equipment when providing in the vehicle they are operating or riding in. Employees are required to report any malfunction of seat or shoulder belts as soon as possible after its discovery. You are required to use and make sure any team members use the harness or net in the bunk area or sleeper berth area of the truck while the vehicle is in motion. Speeding policy. You are required to follow all federal, state, and local posted speed limits. Proper speed control is our greatest assurance of preserving our resources. Proper speed control promotes safe vehicle operation, reduced fuel consumption, and lower maintenance costs. 3-point contact policy. You are required to maintain 3 points of contact while entering and exiting your truck and trailer and on catwalks. Maintaining 3 points of contact is the safest way to keep you free from slips and falls. Wear proper footwear. Good, sturdy footwear with slip-resistant soles provides the best traction. Use the ball of your foot on step surfaces, not the tip of your toes. Know your equipment. This is especially important if you drive a different unit each day. Know where the steps, ladders, grab bars, and handles are before you enter or exit. Always start to enter or exit the cab with your right foot. Don't use tires or wheel hubs as a step surface. Always have 3 limbs in contact with the cab at all times, 2 feet in one hand or 2 hands and 1 foot. Don't ever jump out. Always climb out. Look before exiting. Know where you are going to step. Look for potholes, cracks, oil, ice, snow, and foreign objects while you are still in the cab. Exit in the right direction. The safest procedure is to get out in the same direction you got in. In other words, if you face the cab getting in, face it getting out. Keep your hands free. Don't climb in or out while holding anything. Papers, clipboard, a bag, handles, etc. Place objects in the cab before you climb in. Take them out after you get out. Get a firm grip with your hands, not your fingertips. Don't use the door frame as a handhold. Use extra caution in bad weather and in the dark. Don't climb right out after a long run. Make certain your muscles are awake and ready for a climb down. Safe lifting and lowering policy. When lifting or lowering is required, use proper lifting techniques. Keep chest up and forward. Maintain normal spinal curve and do not twist while lifting. Stand with feet separated, 1 foot forward. Keep weight balanced. Prepare muscles for action. Set abdominal muscles. Use leg muscles. Stoop, don't bend. Stand close to the task. Flex hips and knees. Following these key steps minimizes and controls forces acting on the body. Get close to the object so that you're working within your power zone. Position your feet. Bend at the knees. Keep the natural curve of the back. Test the object for weight and shifting contents. Get a firm grip and grasp opposite corners. Avoid end range motions. Lift with a smooth, steady motion. Don't jerk. Move your feet. Step or pivot. Don't twist. Use the existing equipment or facilities to assist in the lift or lower. Safe pushing and pulling policy. When pushing or pulling freight is required, use proper pushing and pulling techniques. Our preferred method of moving freight is pushing versus pulling it. Lean slightly forward. Prepare your muscles for action and set your abdominal muscles. Use your leg muscles. Stand close to the task. And always use the existing equipment or facilities to assist in the push or pull, such as hand truck, pallet jack, forklift, and lift gate. Follow these key steps while working with a hand truck. Maximize the use of your leg strength. Again, the preferred method is a push versus a pull. Secure footing and surface contact. Be careful on inclined surfaces. Push and or pull with a smooth, steady motion. Know your limits. Your torso. Push, leaning slightly forward. Pull, leaning slightly backward. Your arms bent slightly, not locked. Shoulders are square and in the proper direction. A good rule of thumb is to align yourself with the object. No jumping policy. We do not allow any jumping out of trucks and or tractors, off of loading docks, off of trailers, or any elevated surface at any time. Jumping from an elevated surface will cause great stress on your body and could result in an injury. The following demonstrations will show you the amount of stress jumping from an elevated platform can cause on your body. Bad choice. Jumping from the cab produces the highest impact force, overstressing the ankles, knees, hips, and back. In this example, the force impact is 1,488 pounds. Bad choice. Using the second level step does not significantly reduce the impact force. You can easily lose your balance after touchdown. In this example, the impact force is 936 pounds. Jumping from the first level step is still a bad choice. An impact force of 316 pounds may not be very high, but you could still lose your balance and fall or trip. Besides, you don't save much time by jumping. Great choice. Using three-point of contact facing the cab is the best way to minimize the force of impact and keep your balance. Bad choice. Riding the door down does not reduce the impact force. In contrast, extra stresses are imposed on your shoulders and elbows. In this example, the impact force is 1,200 pounds. Bad choice. A hand on the trailer does not greatly reduce the impact force. Your supporting arm and hand may get overloaded and injured too. In this example, your impact force is 1,360 pounds. Another bad choice. Jumping straight from the trailer causes the largest impact force. Also, you may lose your balance, particularly on a slippery or icy surface. Here, the impact force is 1,488 pounds. Great choice. Exiting with 3 points of contact produces the smallest impact force. Notice that there is no extra hand to bring anything with you. This impact force is 302 pounds. Cell phone and other electronic device policy. Our company prohibits the use of cell phones and other electronic devices for any person operating a vehicle owned by or operating under our DOT authority. Federal law restricts the CMV driver from reaching for or holding a mobile phone to conduct a voice communication, as well as dialing by pressing more than a single button. In short, the rule prohibits unsafely reaching for a device, holding a mobile phone, or pressing multiple buttons. CMV drivers are prohibited from texting while driving. So what qualifies as texting? Texting means manually entering alphanumeric text into or reading text from an electronic device. This includes, but is not limited to, short message service, emailing, instant messaging, a command or request to access a web page, or pressing more than a single button to initiate or terminate a voice communication using a mobile phone, or engaging in any other form of electronic text retrieval or entry for present or future communication. So what happens if a driver is caught using a handheld phone or texting while driving? The rule imposes sanctions for driver offenses, including civil penalties up to $2,750 and driver disqualification for multiple offenses. Motor carriers are also prohibited from requiring or allowing their drivers to text or use handheld mobile phones while driving and may be subject to civil penalties up to $11,000. Violations will impact CSA results. Texting and calling on a handheld phone carry the maximum violation severity weighting in CSA. Fifth wheel pin puller policy. Fifth wheel pin pullers are provided to you by the company, and you are required to use them anytime you pull the fifth wheel pin. After viewing the safety policy video, all drivers are required to read and sign the company safety policy and procedures acknowledgement form.